When the drum of conflict grows tired, wisdom must pick up the flute of peace. Breaking news from Nigeria, dated February 26, 2026. Yoruba nation activist Sunday Igboho, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, has publicly urged the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, to pursue dialogue and mediation with the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The statement marks a notable moment in Nigeria's evolving separatist and regional political dynamics, as a prominent Yoruba self-determination figure calls for diplomatic engagement in the Southeast crisis. In this report, we will examine Igboho's message, the broader political implications, Kanu's current legal status, and what this development could mean for peace, stability, and national cohesion. If you value balanced political reporting focused on solutions, like this video and subscribe to Arise News. According to the statement signed by his legal counsel, Pelumi Olajengbesi, Sunday Igboho commended Nnamdi Kanu for officially cancelling the 5-year Monday sit-at-home order in the Southeast. Igboho described the decision as thoughtful, arguing that it represents an important step toward restoring economic normalcy and reducing hardship in the region. The Monday sit-at-home directive, initially intended as a protest mechanism, had over time significantly disrupted businesses, schools, transportation, and daily life across parts of the Southeast. Igboho's praise signals recognition that prolonged civil shutdowns can damage the very communities they are meant to protect. For years, small business owners, traders, transport workers, and students in the region have borne the economic cost of recurring restrictions. By welcoming the cancellation, Igboho framed the move as one that prioritizes livelihoods and regional recovery. Beyond commendation, Igboho made a direct appeal to Kanu to pursue negotiation with the federal government. In his message, he expressed optimism that the Tinubu administration is predisposed to negotiation and mutual understanding. He urged Kanu to explore diplomatic channels as a pathway toward resolving his legal situation and easing tensions in the Southeast. This call for dialogue is significant because it comes from a figure associated with Yoruba self-determination advocacy. Historically, separatist movements in Nigeria have operated independently within their respective regions. Igboho's intervention suggests a broader recognition that prolonged confrontation may not yield sustainable outcomes and that negotiation could be a strategic alternative. Igboho also issued a warning to individuals and groups he accused of exploiting unrest in the Southeast for personal gain. Without naming specific actors, he stated that those profiting from instability must desist. He described the continued violence and disruption in the region as a desecration that must end to allow peace and economic prosperity to return. The reference to exploitation reflects ongoing concerns that criminal elements may have taken advantage of separatist tensions to carry out kidnappings, attacks, and other unlawful activities. Security analysts have long noted that in conflict environments, legitimate political grievances can sometimes be overshadowed by opportunistic criminal networks. Nnamdi Kanu's current legal status remains central to the discussion. He is reportedly serving a life sentence at the Sokoto Correctional Center following a conviction on terrorism-related charges delivered on November 20, 2025. His detention has been a deeply polarizing issue, drawing support from sympathizers who view him as a political detainee, while others argue that the conviction followed due judicial process under Nigerian law. The Tinubu administration has maintained that security and constitutional order must be preserved. However, calls for political dialogue regarding separatist agitations have persisted from various quarters, including traditional leaders, civil society groups, and some political stakeholders. Igboho's statement adds another influential voice to those advocating for engagement rather than prolonged confrontation. Why does this matter? First, it touches on national unity. Nigeria remains a multi-ethnic federation with long-standing grievances across different regions. Dialogue initiatives, when carefully structured, can reduce tensions and prevent escalation. Second, it affects regional stability. The Southeast has experienced economic disruption and security challenges in recent years. Any movement toward de-escalation could encourage investor confidence and social recovery. Third, it reshapes political narratives. When prominent activists publicly advocate negotiation, it shifts discourse from resistance to reconciliation. That shift can influence public opinion and political calculations alike. However, dialogue is rarely straightforward. Negotiations involving individuals convicted of serious offenses must balance justice, rule of law, and reconciliation. Governments must weigh legal precedent, victims' rights, and national security considerations. Similarly, activists must consider how compromise may be perceived by supporters who favor a harder stance. For everyday Nigerians, the core concern remains peace and prosperity. Whether through judicial appeals, executive clemency, or mediated dialogue, the ultimate objective for many citizens is an end to violence and economic disruption. This development raises an important question for Nigerians to consider. Can political dialogue between separatist leaders and the federal government achieve lasting stability without undermining the rule of law? As we reflect, remember this proverb: a house divided may stand for a while, but only unity repairs its foundation. The future of Nigeria's unity will depend not only on laws and court decisions, but also on leadership choices that balance firmness with openness to dialogue. Stay informed and subscribe to Arise News for continued, balanced coverage of Nigeria's evolving political landscape.